Ever found yourself pondering who gets to say what's right and wrong for a robot? Welcome to the exciting world of artificial intelligence, a place teeming with potential, yet bubbling with ethical dilemmas. As we take the plunge into this uncharted territory, we find ourselves wrestling with the concept of AI ethics. Now you might be wondering, what's AI ethics all about? In a nutshell, AI ethics handles the moral conundrums that emerge out of the design, growth, and application of AI. It's a dynamic field tackling a gamut of issues from data privacy and openness to fairness and accountability. So why is it so important, you ask? Well, AI now a part of our everyday lives. It's in our phones, our cars, our offices, our homes. It's even playing a role in our healthcare. As advancements in AI continue to weave themselves into all corners of our lives, the likelihood of misuse or unintentional repercussions rises. Therefore, having ethical guidelines to ensure responsible development and usage of these technologies is absolutely vital. Here's a challenge. AI learns from the data fed to it, which often mirrors our own human biases. If we don't tread carefully, we could end up with AI systems that keep these biases alive, which can lead to unjust or damaging results. And as AI systems grow more independent, accountability becomes a big-time question. If a robot makes a decision that causes harm, who's to blame? The coder who built it, the firm that set it up, or the person who used it? These are intricate questions that don't really have straightforward answers. The burning question is this: if these machines are learning from us, who makes sure they're learning the right stuff? As we keep diving deeper into this enthralling world of artificial intelligence, we can't afford to forget these ethical issues. Because at the end of the day, we're not just here to create smarter machines, we're here to create a world where tech is a tool for humanity, not the other way around. Imagine a self-driving car. Now imagine it has to make a split-second decision to swerve and potentially harm the passenger, or stay on course and risk a pedestrian's life. What should it do? This is not just a theoretical question. It's a very real dilemma that artificial intelligence may face, and it's not just about cars, it's about any AI system that interacts with the world, from healthcare to finance, from policing to social media. The dilemma is a modern-day version of a classic philosophical problem known as the trolley problem. In the original problem, a runaway trolley is heading towards 5 people tied to the tracks. You can pull a lever to divert the trolley to another track, where it would kill one person. Do you pull the lever? In the AI version, the trolley is a self-driving car, and the lever is the algorithm controlling its decision-making process. The question is, what values should we program into the AI? Should it prioritize the safety of its passengers, or should it try to minimize overall harm, even if that might endanger the passenger? There are no easy answers. Some might argue that the AI should always protect its passenger, others might say it should aim for the greater good. But who gets to decide? The engineers who design the AI? The company that sells it? The government? The passengers themselves? Or maybe it should be a collective decision, made by society as a whole. And there's a deeper issue. Even if we could agree on the right course of action, how do we translate human ethics with all their complexity and nuance into the binary language of zeros and ones that an AI can understand? The AI's decision in such scenarios is not just a technical issue, it's a moral one. It's about who we are as a society, what we value, and how we want to live in a world increasingly shaped by artificial intelligence. What happens when an AI inherits our biases, our prejudices, and our discriminations? Think about it. Artificial intelligence is only as good as the data it's trained on. If that data contains biases, so too will the AI. This isn't a hypothetical situation. Real-world instances of bias in AI are more common than you might think. Take hiring algorithms, for instance. They're designed to filter through thousands of resumes, making the recruitment process more efficient. But what if the algorithm is trained on data that favors men? It could end up discriminating against women, replicating the gender bias already present in many industries. And it's not just about gender. Racial bias is another serious issue. In law enforcement, predictive policing AI uses historical data to identify potential crime hotspots. But if this data is skewed, resulting from years of over-policing in certain neighborhoods, the AI could perpetuate a cycle of bias and discrimination. The implications are far-reaching and potentially damaging. When bias seeps into AI, it can reinforce stereotypes, perpetuate inequalities, and even lead to unjust outcomes. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy, only this time, it's written in lines of code. So how does bias get into AI? It's simple. AI learns from data, and that data is provided by humans. If the data reflects societal biases, the AI will too. It's not a deliberate act, but rather a subtle reflection of the prejudices present in our society. The challenge, then, is not just to build AI, but to build AI that's fair, unbiased, and equitable. It's about ensuring that the data we feed these systems is as diverse and representative as the world we live in. And it's not an easy task. It requires constant vigilance, regular audits, and a commitment to ethical AI practices. But the effort is worth it. By addressing bias in AI, we can create systems that are not only intelligent, but also just and fair. Bias in AI isn't just a glitch, it's a reflection of society's prejudices, mirrored in code. When an AI makes a mistake, who takes the blame? Imagine a self-driving car causing an accident, or an AI healthcare system delivering a wrong diagnosis. In these situations, it's clear that something has gone wrong, but the question of responsibility isn't quite as straightforward. Artificial intelligence isn't a sentient being. It's a tool, a creation of human ingenuity. So when it fumbles, shouldn't the creators bear the responsibility? Well, in an ideal world, yes. But our world is far from simple. The developers might have coded the system, but they didn't operate it. They didn't make the decision that led to the error. But then again, they did create the system that made the faulty decision. So, do we lay the blame at the feet of the end users? They are, after all, the ones who chose to use the AI. But can we truly hold them accountable when they might not even understand the intricacies of the technology they're using? Or maybe the responsibility lies with the regulators, those who decide what AI can and can't do. But then again, the field of AI is advancing so rapidly that it's nearly impossible for regulations to keep up. As we delve deeper into the question of accountability, we find ourselves in a tangled web. The complexities are vast, and the answers are elusive. It's as though we're trying to navigate a labyrinth in the dark, with each turn leading to another question, another dilemma. This is one of the pressing challenges of our time. As AI becomes more pervasive, these questions become more urgent. We can't shy away from them. We need to confront them head-on, to engage in open and honest conversations about the ethics of AI. It won't be easy, but it's necessary. Because at the end of the day, accountability in AI isn't just about assigning blame. It's about learning from our mistakes, understanding where we went wrong, and figuring out how to do better. In the world of AI, accountability isn't black and white. How do we ensure that the AI of the future is ethical? That's the million-dollar question that will shape the trajectory of our technological future. To tackle this, we must first address transparency. It's crucial that we understand how AI systems make decisions. This isn't just about peering into the black box of algorithms, but also about making the process of AI development more open and inclusive. We need to ensure that a diverse range of voices are involved in shaping these technologies, from the coders in Silicon Valley to the farmers in rural India. But transparency alone isn't enough. We also need robust legislation to hold AI systems and their developers accountable. Laws should be put in place to ensure that AI is used responsibly, and that those who misuse it face consequences. This won't be easy, given the global nature of technology. It will require international cooperation and the creation of global standards for AI ethics. However, even the best legislation will be meaningless without enforcement. We need independent bodies that can monitor AI development and usage, and that have the power to penalize unethical practices. This is a daunting task, given the rapid pace of technological change and the scale of AI deployment, but it's a challenge we must rise to. Public engagement is another key piece of the puzzle. The future of AI ethics shouldn't be decided solely by tech companies or governments. We all have a stake in this. We should be involved in discussions about how AI is used and regulated, and our perspectives should inform the ethical frameworks that govern AI. Lastly, we need to educate ourselves and others about AI and its ethical implications. This isn't just about learning to code or understanding algorithms. It's about understanding the societal and moral implications of these technologies and thinking critically about how they should be used. The future of AI ethics is in our hands. It's up to us to shape it. So let's roll up our sleeves and get to work. Because the ethical decisions we make today will shape the world of tomorrow.